Hey everyone, welcome back to another Alliance War video. This is Season 42, War 5, and we're up against GT40. Starting off in Section 1, I have Path 1, that Joe Fixit Magneto, and then that Man-Thing in the shared fight. Moving over to Section 2, I have this Spidey Supreme on 26, then Bishop on Path 8. And then on Boss Island, I'll be taking that Hulkling on 45 and the Zemo boss. Let's get into it. Starting off, I have a Joe Fixit on Node 4. I'll be taking this fight with Valkyrie. Strategy here is pretty simple. Just build her up pretty normally. Try and get the max 3 Pierce, 3 Bulwarks. Those Bulwarks are especially important because they're going to shrug any debuffs that he does put on me, so he's not punishing too hard into the block with those disorients. Not super worried about the regions in this fight. I'm just going to make sure I don't let him build up too many of them. If he gets like 1 or 2, it's fine. It doesn't really matter, but any more than that could be a problem later on. Yeah, just slowly knocking him, whittling down a little bit of health, building up those bulwarks. I wasn't the most efficient with my build-up in this fight. I don't exactly know why I decided to like not build them up straight away. But yeah, I just dropped the special 2 here. It does a ton of damage. I'm able to get him to hold block again, and down he goes. So quick, like 45-second fight. Moving on, I have a Magneto on Node 13, Masochism. I'm taking this fight with a Mega Sentinel. Strategy here is trigger Masochism at the start and then get that heal block up. And then I won't have to worry about the healing from Masochism for the rest of the fight, so long as I keep pausing that heal block. And yeah, for the rest of the time here, I'm going to apply any extra heal blocks that I can just for a little bit of safety. But for the most part, I'm just getting up to my special 2. I'm going to drop that, let the plasmas really tick him down. Whenever he does like shrug, he's going to get that region, which isn't going to do anything as a heal block. He also gets that prowess from the global, but a Mega Sentinel is just going to remove that right away. He's also not going to get a lot of power in this fight because I'm constantly power draining him. I think I do, yeah. Drop this special 2 here. Going to put up like, what, 4 plasmas or something like that? I think she got an extra one because he had a prowess effect active, although I'm not 100% sure on that. I wasn't really paying attention, but yeah, those did miss a parry there, and because I am metal, even though my ability accuracy isn't reduced, Magneto still does have other abilities against metal champs, and one is that I can't auto block, so that was a bit of an issue. I forgot to remove Masochism before dropping that special 2, so it did nothing but damage. No extra plasmas there, but yeah, he goes down. It's just going to cost me a couple potions. Not too big a deal. So this next fight is an interesting one. A Mega Sentinel versus Node 20 Man-Thing. And I have an Invuln here, and I'm fully expecting to tank like a couple special 3s, but his power gain was a lot more than I was expecting in this fight. So I really want to get that heal block up, and I want to keep that Petrify up for as long as I can, but I actually don't do a very good job at it. The issue is, like, I really want to be super aggressive and hit him a lot, so I'm constantly draining his power, and even if I push him close to a special 3, in theory, I should keep him almost always underneath it. So yeah, eventually I just stop worrying about that Petrify, and I try and like cycle back to make sure I'm in my heal block, because I didn't like the strategy that I started off with, and oops, kind of forgot about the power gain. I eat my first special 3, but it's whatever. I have 3 Invuln hits, it should be fine. So yeah, tank that, no damage, and the poison that he puts on me just gives me a regen, so it's really not that big a deal. So if you look closely, I did a double medium there for some reason, and I have an Incinerate on him. So that's ticking him down a little bit, 388 per tick, not bad damage. I dropped my special 3 here, thinking, okay, cool, if push-ups in my special 3, let's go ahead and grab 6 Incinerate, start dealing a lot of damage in this fight. But something that I forgot in the middle of the fight is if there are any Incinerates active on Man-Thing, then they are removed and energy damage is dealt instead on the special 3. I thought in the moment that only applied to the special 3 Incinerates for some reason. I thought there was a difference between them. So right here I'm wondering, why didn't my special 3 apply any Incinerates? What happened? And instead of saying, okay, I probably shouldn't drop a special 3 again, I say to myself, you know what? Let's drop another one and see what happens. So here I'm actually not sure why I didn't get any Incinerates, because he didn't have any on him beforehand. And I don't think this deals any energy damage after, but I don't get any incinerates applied. Yeah, it applied 1 incinerate, actually. Why did it only apply 1? Or maybe it did apply 6 and I dropped another special 3. I don't really know what's going on here. I need to review this, and I probably should have reviewed this footage a bit more. But yeah, here I've used all my invuln hits. He's getting dangerously close to another one. I do have like a 33% special 3 boost. And oh god, he has like 14 of those regions too. If that heal block had ever fallen off, I would have definitely lost this fight. But I ended up with a bad strategy and bad gameplay, still ended up winning this fight. So I think she's a good counter moving forward. You just gotta play it better than I did. Next up, Spidey on node 26. Bit of an unconventional fight with Valkyrie, but I've done this many times before. All I'm going to do is hit his block, and I'm pretty much never going to get any power gain, so I'm never going to get that big special 2 and the Fury and all that, but he has such a low health pool that you'll see, like, once I somehow light intercepted him there, which was cool. I was a little worried at first, because you don't really want to intercept this guy, but it ended up working out because it was a light intercept and he doesn't trigger his like miss mechanic unless you do it medium. So yeah, even with just 2 pierces, every hit is like removing like 1 or 2%. As soon as I get that third one, I'm going to be dealing like a lot of damage just into the block with like normal hits. Like, so he's going to go down pretty quickly. I think this fight only lasts like another 25-30 seconds or so. And I'm doing this light attack whiff method that you should be doing with Valkyrie anytime you want to guarantee blocked hits. Any other method of trying to hit into the block is not 100% reliable. This is the only one that is. So if you're trying to be a good and safe Valkyrie player, you need to be doing this. Could have done the last hit there, but I was just afraid that he would have like perfect block mastery and I would do it and somehow the instant bleed wouldn't kill and then I just get comboed. So played it safe, backed off, looked for one more blocked hit. Next up we have a bishop on node 44. I'm going to be taking this fight with a Mega Sentinel. The goal here is just never let him use a special short, like in my combos a little bit early, turtle up. It's a very effective strategy with a Mega Sentinel in this meta because of the power burn that she can do. I kind of forgot about this until after the fight, but what I actually should have done was baited out his special 2 as soon as I pushed him to it, because the last thing I want to do is like not care about his power and say I'm going to power drain him, you know, no matter what, or power burn him, and then I miss time, like a heavy, like right there actually resisted a part of his heavy, or just like I miss something, I get hit, and then he gets pushed to special 3 from the power that he gets. So anybody looking at this fight wanting to do this in the future, once he's locked into that special 2, like I can't power drain him past that anymore, go ahead and bait that out, block the entire thing. He has no prowesses, you have a ton of armors, like it's not going to do any damage whatsoever. Yeah, if I had gotten comboed at this point, there's just like a potential for him to go to special 3, so this wasn't super safe for me to do, and I don't think I'm going to get comboed in this fight, but yeah, better to just bait out that special 2. Next up, we have a Hulkling on node 48. I'll be taking this fight with Valkyrie. It's not a traditional fight that you would use Valkyrie for, but the goal is just to never hit him so that he never gets any buffs except for when I get to a bar of power, and I can just deal with that falter when it appears. So right there, I went to dash forward after doing the light whiff, and the input just dropped. So he's kind of cornering me here. He doesn't want to back up, and man, I try and like block hit him, but I intercept him instead because, you know, I wasn't doing the safe method. I didn't like the timing there. I decided to heavy there to put the falter on him. I thought that was a good idea in the moment, but it didn't really matter because now he's got a bunch of buffs on him, so like that heavy was kind of pointless. But yeah, I'm just gonna, luckily all his buffs are expiring around the same time, so it's a resetting that approaching falter. So I only have to deal with one falter, and he was kind and he was kind of passive. I was able to push him back. When this falter comes, I don't shrug it, but you know, it was mid special animation. I'm like in no danger of getting like cornered or like missing any attacks. So a little sketchy there. I think I played it really well and like kept my calm, and that led to me, you know, being able to like bring the fight back under control. And yeah, I'm just going to continue doing that light attack whiff method to make sure I never accidentally intercept him like I did earlier when I didn't do that. Go ahead and cheeky little contactless combo inversion. Love doing those. They're a lot of fun and very safe if you do them properly. I don't always, I won't say I won't always do them properly. In the next video, you'll see there was kind of an issue with it in a fight, but I'm not even sure I build to max bulwarks here, just because he's kind of low on health. I know my special 2 is going to do a lot of damage, and the hits afterwards are also going to do pretty well. I think after the special 2 as well, I'm not sure. No, I do the light whiff. A little risky doing that light whiff, and I did end up finishing the combo too because I was pretty sure it would kill. If he had like come over and I'd intercepted him, it would have been fine still because it would have taken too long for any of his buffs to expire for like another falter to come back. But yeah, doing that little light attack after the special 2 does have a chance to like light intercept them. So just be aware whenever you're doing that. If you're trying to never hit the opponent, it may not be the best idea. Oh yeah, so Baron Zemo boss with Valkyrie, done this fight like twice before. This time I'm going for like the true no damage run. Last time I had a perfect block, so it saved me from taking damage. Here he was being a little annoying, didn't want to back up, but luckily eventually he obliged and didn't push me into my corner. That would be very annoying if he ever did that, but I think I could get my way out of that situation if I needed to. You know, it's okay to hit this Baron Zemo. I'm not going to crit very often. The power gain isn't too bad. And yep, just using that opening from the special 1 to invert my combo in the first opportunity I get. I could do contactless combo inversion, but this is just a little bit faster. Yeah, if I do mix in some regular hits, you know, I'm going to build my power a bit faster and I can get out of this fight a lot quicker. So yeah, I'm just going to try and bait out this special 1. Doesn't really want to throw it. But yeah, you just got to be patient in this fight. Like, even if you have to start baiting out a special for like 30 seconds, like, bait out the special, man. It'll save you a lot of trouble in the long run. Gonna get a couple blocked hits here. Probably gonna be throwing the special 2 soon, I hope, because here we go. I don't invert after the special 2. That way, through it, I can get that last bulwark and yeah, re-invert my combo so I can be getting pierces every time I cross a threshold of 10. Yeah, about a little over a minute and a half into the fight, he's down halfway, but now I'm fully ramped, so the second half of the fight is going to be a lot faster than the first half. Just got to get up to another special 2, and that'll pretty much put him away with the blocked hits afterwards. Just patience and safety is key for this fight. I'm not using Valkyrie in a boss fight to try and nuke him in 45 seconds, so the time that I spend on it isn't too big of a factor. And yeah, big old special 2 right there. That's well over 100k damage right there. Get him to go backwards and hold block. And yeah, just for safety, I didn't want to hit him again, just in case he did a perfect block, and then kick him in the face to end the fight. Yep, pretty smooth war for me. We did end up losing this one to GT, but it's GT. So, catch y'all in the next one.